With me now is Daniella Squicquero of the Hilton Head Life, and it's been a little bit since you've been here, so welcome back.
Thank you. It has been a little while, hasn't it?
It has.
Time flies, though.
It does. It's already like the end of the year. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know.
Yeah, so fast. So let's talk about the market, what it's doing right now,
Sure.
maybe what you think it's going to do heading into the spring.
Yeah, absolutely. So this time of year is really, really interesting for both buyers and sellers. Now, on the seller side, a lot of times they get a little bit disenchanted because they think, well, there's not a lot of showing activity. There's not, and that's true. But as you might imagine, between, let's call it Thanksgiving and Christmas, people are thinking about other things, and they're not necessarily wanting to add the purchase or sale of a home to their list of to-dos before Christmas. So there is a seasonal slowdown right now, but what I'd really love to specifically talk with the viewers about today is moving from this season into the spring. And really preparing, because a lot of times what we see, primarily as listing agents, is that we'll get a call from someone who would like to list their home, and it's wonderful, it's a call we love to get.
Of course.
But they'll do that and they'll think that they can go on the market in the next 3 days when there's a laundry list of things that they really do need to do to prepare for that process. So what I would urge all of our potential sellers that are watching today to do is, no matter when you think you might list, if it's next week or in the spring, start now. Walk through your home, pretend you're the buyer again. Walk through and just look with a very critical eye. And when you see something, write it down and don't wait. Get it started now. That way, when you are actually ready to list in the spring season, which of course is our most active selling season, then you are prepared, and then it can take, maybe a couple of days to 10 days in our case, from the moment that you really have that listing discussion to when you go live, and then you're really properly prepared.
Okay. Well, so a couple of questions on that. One, what are some of those specific things they really should be looking for? And two, when do you say that spring season starts here? Because it's earlier, I think, than people would think.
It is.
Yes.
So you're sort of post-holidays, after that haze settles down, then really it kind of just mirrors whenever the warmth starts again. Because I wouldn't say that there's necessarily a date so much as if it's earlier, or it's warmer a little bit earlier, then what we see is people start coming back to the island a little bit earlier. And of course that's more specific to the island than the surrounding areas. But when we start to see the influx of people is really whenever that begins. And so I would just say be prepared for the warmth, because when it comes, buyers come too.
And going back to what you said originally, what are some of those specific things they should be looking at their house? Are they putting neutral colors? Are they taking down personal pictures? Those kinds of things?
So there are 3 things that sell a home: price, condition, and location. You really have control prior to being listed on one of those, and that's condition. So go outside, walk up your front walkway, your front stoop, look around. How does your landscaping look? Curb appeal, it's so cliche, but it's so true. Curb appeal is really everything. When you can create a connection that's immediate to that home, it sticks out in the mind. That's a good thing, because it sets you up for positivity before they even hit the front door. So landscaping, wash the windows, power wash. After this season, it's the low country. We love mold here.
And we also love pollen.
Exactly, mold, pollen, pine straw, all of it.
All of it.
So start there, and then in keeping with that, just think fresh, simple, clean, not sterile, but neutral. Those are 2 very different things. So think sort of a spa environment where it's inviting, but it's not specific to any one person. Keep that in mind, and then of course cleanliness is the key. So light, bright, that's all good.
Yeah, all good.
Exactly.
And I know you have some listings we want to get to, so we've got a minute left.
Perfect.
I took a lot of time with that, but tell us about those.
Well, honestly, that's probably the more important thing to talk about here. It's sort of a broader brush, but we do have a couple of really fantastic listings that are, well, some of them are coming on, so we'll talk about them next time. But we are still looking for that perfect buyer for our island. So that's Old House K. That's such a fantastic property. We do have one that is in this great little nook community on the island called Crosswinds, and that is 27 Mossy Oaks. So you can go to 27mossyoaks.com for the video, photos, all the copy. That is a magnificent home. It is on big water, and it's got the community dock right in the back, and it feels like it's your dock, but without the cost and without the maintenance of it being your dock. And it is 24 hours deep water, beautiful view, panoramic, water, sky, gorgeous. So check that out, absolutely, 27mossyoaks.com.
Absolutely. And how do they get to you if they're interested in listing or seeing either of those?
Yes, perfect. So to get to me directly, it's 843-707-2777. That's me. My partner, Rick Hollifield, is 422-5748. And you can always email info@thehiltonheadlife.com.
Well, thank you for being with us. It's great to see you as always.